turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks.
Good idea. They just go with the flow. It's the Herschy and Keegs show.
Welcome to Herschy and the Keegs Show, starring pitcher Mark Hirschman and his personal catcher, Mike Keegan. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live from the Governor's Comedy Club radio studio. Thanks so much for listening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Shake those hips and grab those nips.
Yep.
It's time for the Herschy and the Keegs Show, guys. You ready to have some fun? Mike Keegan, Mark Hirschman, Tony Walker. We got some guests in the house. We're about to have some fun. Mark, are we?
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got Franco here. We got Mario here. We got the boys from the Oven Podcast. We're gonna do we're gonna do a little quick sponsorship run, and then we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it with these boys. All right, Mikey boy.
Yeah, dive into the boys.
The Herschy and the Keegs Show is proudly sponsored by Sophia Jewelry at 134 Gardners Avenue, right here in Levittown, specializing in diamonds and vintage jewelry. Go see Omid for all of your buying and selling of jewelry, and mention Herschy and the Keegs for a free appraisal, which is usually around how much for free appraisal?
$7,500.
About $7,500 for an appraisal. That's right. We have Platinum Chiropractic, Dr. Kimberly O'Connor. She is fully dedicated to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, muscle tightness and tension, 516-935-3555, right there in Hicksville. That's the number to call. And then, of course, we have the fine folks over at New View Construction, established in 2007. They are the people to call for the finest craftsmanship and all of your general contracting needs. Call 516-924 5627 and do it with confidence, Mike. And then
Yeah,
we
baby.
have American Restoration Solutions. When disaster strikes, and it will, we know that it will,
You know,
they're
it
going to
always
guide you to
does.
recovery. It always does. Call 516-662-9377 and ask for Senior Account Manager Keith Dunn. He is a wonderful guy, and so is Mario and Franco from the Oven Boys podcast.
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Welcome,
Boys.
boys. How are you?
Thank you for having us, man.
I want to preface, you just met Mike for the first time, and when I told Mike that the guys from the Oven podcast were coming on, he heard that it was going to be an oven, and he was excited that it had something to do with Germany in the 40s.
I know. I was like, all
No.
right, we're going to finally get rid of you, Mark?
No, it had nothing to do with that at all.
All right.
Okay, you fuck.
All right.
All right, this is a totally different thing.
Like,
We're getting that too much lately. We're getting that too much lately.
Yeah, so can you boys tell us, because I know that that this relationship, and we'll talk about how long you guys have been friends for, but it started out not as a podcast, but as a business doing something else. Can one of you guys go ahead and start? How about you, Mario? Tell us a little bit about how this the Oven started.
Oh, so I'll dive into how the Oven started. Franco
Yeah.
could take you into the business side of things.
Let's do it.
So Franco calls me one summer afternoon. He's like, dude, I was talking to so-and-so. They have a podcast. It's on YouTube. He doesn't have time for it anymore. They have a good following. Wants us to take over his channel.
excellent.
So he knew that I was throwing around the idea of starting a podcast for a
How many
while.
years ago is this, by the way?
This was the summer of 2022.
Okay, so-
we had our first episode early 2023.
Okay, a couple of years ago. Okay.
He's unbelievable with dates, by the way.
Yeah, I got a little bit of the tizzy. I got a little
a
bit
little
of the
Rain
tizzy.
Man. Okay,
Yeah, it runs in my
82,
family.
82.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we immediately thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
We decided not to implant ourselves on his channel. We wanted to do it organically.
Okay.
Build our own following. So combining my love of food and Franco's appreciation for the healing powers of cannabis.
Yes, sir.
I like the way you put that.
You
Yeah,
like that, right?
I like that.
Wow.
I didn't want to just say, yeah, he was a drug dealer. No. But, yeah, so combine that, and next thing you know, we're sitting down, filming at restaurants, talking with guests that we never thought we'd sit down with, meeting some, like, guys like Squints from the Sandlot, Trunks of the Party, great dude.
Hell yeah.
Vado Mims, Corey Guns, I mean, Matt Frivola, Ally Quinta. I mean, the list goes on and on. And
Yes.
I'm sorry whoever I missed. We've sat down with so many great guests. but
Absolutely.
it's been awesome. And then tying the business side of things, that was Franco over there.
Yep. When we first started, we were doing a lot of shows in the legacy market for the marijuana world over here in New York, and we were just building a brand, building that brand for the New York market, which finally is coming to fruition now.
Yep.
Which is in the legal market now, which is amazing. But that's kind of how we started. In the marijuana game, we were doing THC infused meals with guests all around New York City, all around Long Island. And it was fun, man. You don't realize how many guests, how many chefs are really into this. It would take one phone call, one meeting, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, we got this guy that wants to come on. Do you want to infuse, your food with some butter?" He's like, "Yesterday." I'm like, "All right, so let's do it." And it kind of just, built from that into where we are now.
But this started out as you guys have been friends through Levittown for how many years? Forever, right? Like a long time.
6th grade.
Yes, in 6th grade. So Super Bowl is always at Franco's family's house.
Okay.
My first Super Bowl was Panthers, Patriots, 2005.
Okay.
Crazy to think about.
So you guys started out at Broadway together. What school? Salk. What were you doing at that time?
Abbey Lane, chomp chomp.
Damn. Are you both
We met at
Gators?
Salk, though. No, we met at Salk.
You met at Salk.
I was
okay.
a lead road runner.
Okay, gotcha. And then you guys went through MacArthur together and just been buddies for now 20 years, whatever it is.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
And so as far as like your I mean, I know you guys are together. You're shooting videos all the time. You got the podcast. Are your families tight? Like, give us a little bit of the. I know there was one video where I think it was Mario that was doing like a simulated hump job in front of Franco's dad. I think
you
it was.
overshare with your parents. I love that one was
So
hilarious.
give us a little. I'm curious to know the dynamic now that I've gotten close to Mike's parents over the years. So give us a little bit of insight about the dynamic between Mario and Franco's families.
Before he takes that is a lot of stuff that we do is based on shit that happens in real life.
Yes.
And that video just is the dynamic between him and my family.
Okay.
So
That's what I wanted to hear.
There was no other way for us to film that video.
That's what I wanted to hear.
His method acting, like
And your dad's sitting there, like, it looks like he's kind of like entertained, kind of annoyed, like, but he's dealing with it, and he's used to hearing his fucking crazy ass stories forever, his dating stories. Is
Yep.
that about right?
Yeah, well, I mean, after our like third or fourth story growing up, he was over it. He's like, all right, maybe time to settle down.
Right.
But he growing up, his dad, not sexual or girl stories, but his dad would take us through stories of when he was growing up in the city. His dad played baseball as well, so we always had that open door, not open door policy, but open dialogue with him, which is great to have.
So the relationship's strong. Is there a thing where like holidays happen and the families are together? I mean, like it's like that.
Yeah, and even a few Christmases ago, he didn't know I was by myself.
Okay.
I think a few of my family members had COVID.
Okay.
So me and my grandma were chilling by ourselves. He's like, dude, are you at the beach right now? I was like, yeah, I was hanging out. He's like, dude, it's Christmas. Come over. He's like, all right.
I love that.
I'm sad for you. Come on.
That was like the 6th time the family had COVID.
That's crazy. I'm curious to know, like, the dynamic between you guys is somewhat similar to me and Mike. You guys are friends. You guys hang out a lot and so forth. Let's just talk about a little comparison contrast here. I just want to know. It's more for research, Mike, that I want to know. Like,
It's all about research, Mark.
Yeah. So, is there one of you that like texts the other one a lot and the other one doesn't respond back very much, or is it a pretty even back and forth type of thing? You could be honest.
I feel like that one is kind of pretty even back and forth. He's the one that texts me early in the morning, knowing that I'm not going to answer.
So he's the Mark.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm the one that if I need something done and he knows I need something done, this is the 4th text in a row that he's now not answering. I know he's not answering that text on purpose.
Right.
100%. He's looking at the phone, putting it in his pocket, and laughing about it.
Okay.
So
I would never do that.
Is there ever a situation where, when you know that you need something done, and you know that there's someone that you want to text, but you know he'll never text you back no matter what, but then an hour later he'll send you a picture of 2 men's penises out kissing? Does that ever happen?
Not to that extent.
Okay. No, I'm just curious. I'm just doing research. I just want to know.
R&D. This is all R&D.
Yeah, because
I'll have 7 messages from Mark, and I purposely won't answer them, and then I'll be like, "Oh, 2 guys kissing. Here you go.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mark?"
Just to let him know you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
And as far as the preparation that goes into when you guys are preparing your podcast or preparing your skits or your things, is it 50-50 or is it one guy like 98-2? Like what's the breakdown usually?
No, it's pretty much 50-50. I mean,
So just like us then.
I mean, you have those days where you sit down and his brain is the only one that's working that day. So then that day it's 100% Franco.
Sad,
And then maybe there's another day where it's
day.
100% me.
Yeah.
You know?
Did one of you ever not invite your other friend to your birthday party 2 years ago in your friend's backyard, one town over?
It seems like we got some beef here.
Hold on a second. Did one of you ever think to not bring up that story, since a few months after that the person's house burned down and maybe Mike had wished it?
Maybe that's what happens.
Maybe that is what happened.
Wait, I have a question for you guys. Are one of you guys still waiting for a text back?
I'm always waiting for a text back.
He's constantly on red. That's
So the funny thing is, I'll tell you. So, and Mike is. This is not a stupid man. This is a well-educated man, by the way. He's very knowledgeable. He's very deliberate. He knows every single thing that he does or doesn't do. So, for the past couple of days, ever since we were nominated for Long Island's best in show, what do you call it?
Yeah,
Mike?
4-leaf. I saw that, man.
Best in show.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Of course, I will typically just bombard him like, dude, you got to start putting it on your socials because you got a big following. He's got 5,000 people on Facebook, another 6,000, and it just goes into deaf ears. You know what I mean? And then
because I was so heartbroken last year because
yes.
I actually put effort into it last year.
You did put effort into it last year. So the funny thing was today, I must have sent him a message yesterday and then again today about please put up the post about the best of. And then nothing happens, and I see a video of this is my favorite thing, and it's an Asian man who sings in a fake Asian accent to piss his wife off. Even though
I've seen that.
It's actually
That
great.
guy's the best.
It's
Yeah.
great. Him
And
or
I'm
Judy.
like-
Him and Judy are killing it right
exactly.
But so I'm looking, and I'm going through Mike's Facebook feed, the wall, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm sure the Long Island best of is right before it or right after it. No, it's just the guy saying, Jeremy spoken,
That was a good
prize today.
I'm trying to push his podcast.
You're trying to push his
His, yeah.
his podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, this is again for research information.
Don't yell
like,
at me with an affliction shirt on in 2025.
What kind of shirt is this, by the
don't
way?
know.
Is that an affliction shirt?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I will tell you the story
It might
behind
be
it
tap
though.
out. I don't know.
No, so my son, my 15-year-old son, has gotten very big into thrifting over the past year or so, year and a half, where he'll go to like
They're Jewish, remember?
Yeah, but that's not this. Well,
I thought he was gay. I don't know.
Come on, dude. The triple threat. We're talking about it.
That's not this week's guest. Hold on a second. So we'll go into like Goodwill places and he'll spend like $20 and get like 50 shirts, and then he'll sell them for like $300, like at these vintage stores or whatever.
All right.
And then sometimes he'll just go through the attic and go through shit of mine, and he'll be selling. I'll see like $25 for the Yankee shirt that I wore in 2009 that I guess I didn't want anymore. I didn't really have much of a choice about
That's a
it, you know?
keepsake.
But this shirt he pulled out the other day, and I'm like, shit, I used to wear this shirt back like in 2010 or 11. I wore it, and then I put on weight, and I've since lost some weight, so I put it on. I'm like, I like this shirt, but I can't tell. Does it look like a shirt that I shouldn't be wearing? Because
It looks like a shit. Like you could match your Von Dutch hat. I think.
you know what I'm
It looks
saying?
backwards.
Von
Is
Dutch,
it on
dude.
backwards?
Oh
It
my
might be on
god.
backwards. Yeah, it might be on backwards too.
No, it looks good on you though.
I don't
It
know.
looks good.
I know.
I think it's
Congrats
coming
on the
back.
weight
I
too.
think, yeah,
Thank you,
look
but
great.
hold on. Is it a shirt that like is cool for
No, it's still cool.
now?
It's
Is it
still cool when you're 60 years old.
like, is it cool that I'm 54 years old and I'm wearing this though, or no? It is
I think that
cool?
makes it cooler.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
You
All
No,
right.
you pull it off.
Tony, what do you think?
Tony's got it.
He's wearing a Forrest Gump shirt. This is the shirt that Forrest Gump wore.
Have a nice day.
But I think
I'll
that
go home
Tony's
now.
shirt. No, I think that Tony's shirt might be more age appropriate. Actually, what do you think, Tone? Than my shirt. Would you wear my shirt?
All I'm thinking about right now is turning your mic off. That's all I'm thinking about.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying you usually have a shirt that fits. It's either a Hershey Keegs show or a shirt or Knock 'em Dead comedy show.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm wearing this. I'm just so happy to see you.
He's
guys.
happy
You
to
are
be here.
happy to see us. He's also been here since 6 a.m. though.
Super
Super happy.
9:30 to be exact. Yes.
So I don't know who I was having a conversation with today, but we were talking about. Oh, Rosie had said to me about coming on a Friday. And I'm like, well, you do the show with. He's like, no, come on with me and Tony on a Friday.
Sure.
I said, all right. And I threw out a date. I'm like, you think you guys think Tony will be there? And she's like, he lives at the fucking place. Yeah. So the day after Thanksgiving, by the way, I'm going to be not working. So if you're going to be, it's a Friday.
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, I was
don't know if I
invited,
wanna come in
but
that day.
why? No, it would be nice.
Tony's like, yeah, I'll talk to her about booking
post
guests on my
Thanksgiving.
show.
No, that's fine. We could do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So now back to the Oven Boys.
Just so you guys know, my mom already texted me. Oh, no mention that me and Franco's mom are friends. You guys suck. Well, just so you know, she already texted me.
Honestly, that's what I'm trying to get at here. Is that like, so are the moms friends? Like that's a thing.
Are they
Yeah.
friends because of you guys, or were they friends before?
Yeah, they met through us.
They met through us, but I think even if we weren't friends, they would stay friends. They're like, they get mistaken for like sisters.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
So you guys had the same school thing, but did you guys also play ball together? Because I know that like my parents were friends with kids that their parents who I played ball with when I was. Was that the dynamic there too?
Oh yeah.
So it was that also.
He was a catcher. I was a pitcher.
Yeah. Oh, that's like us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that every time I say that.
Well, it's funny. It wasn't in our mics, but our lead-in to the show, we have a little jingle that someone sang for us, and then we have Colin Cosell, who is Howard Cosell's grandson, who is the PA announcer for the Mets. Hershey and the Keegs show. Then the pitcher, Mark Herschman, and the catcher, Mike Keegan. So, actually, we haven't heard her in a while, but that's.
And we've never played baseball together.
No, we have not.
No.
We have not played baseball together. But
And
we
you guys
did
played ball?
I played ball. Yeah, I was the Valley Stream South Baseball Player of the Year in 1988. Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
Mikey.
I was in Little League All-Star game in
Yeah.
1987.
No, that was Engelbert.
deal.
That's different. That's different. That's different.
No, I played ball at East Meadow.
Okay, nice.
yeah.
So Franco played for Stony Brook. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you play high school, college as well, or just high school?
I played at SUNY Farmingdale for a hot second, then I did club ball at Towson.
Wow, look at that. So you were playing for Keith Osick, the old Pirates?
Yeah.
Look at that. Very cool.
Nice.
Good. So as far as the...
He's got the tism, too.
I do have a little tism. I got a lot of tism. Jewishness, tism. I have all the afflictions.
It's called jism, we call it.
Stupid shirts that I shouldn't be wearing. the skits that you guys put out are nothing short of hilarious. So this went from being friends, marijuana, illegal sales, then legal sales, then a podcast. When did the idea that we're going to do some skits and videos together, how did that dynamic shape up?
I mean, that's actually been pretty recent. After we were probably a couple months into season 3.
Yeah.
And, it takes a lot of back end work to, really figure out what works on the algorithm, what hits, what doesn't.
Yeah.
How much time and effort you're putting into a full length episode that's not really getting the return that you're looking for, right?
Yep.
So we kind of had to make a pivot and decided that all these, in between some of our clips, we were putting out these like little skits that we were doing and we were getting a lot of love on them. Yeah. So we kind of put our foot down. We were like, you know what? It's taking up a lot of our time. He's making 6, 7, 10 clips a week, and it's a lot. He's watching the episode 3 or 4 times. So to take a little bit of time back, we decided to just really bury the clips, and that's where a lot of the love is coming from. We see a lot more engagement through that, and we want to just build that so we can come back with a much bigger following when the podcast drops again.
Awesome.
So you guys is it a seasonal thing? The podcast only goes from a certain month to a certain month, or tell me a little bit about that.
We were doing it, all year long. Like season 3, seasons 1 and 2. I think our last episodes for those, we started in January, ended in December. It was a little staggered, not always on. We started throwing in those mini episodes where just him and I would sit down, talk current events, random topics.
Yeah.
But in terms of full length episodes, we were dropping them all year. Then I think around June this year is when we decided to pause those to really dive into the short form, because that's what was driving our engagement.
Yeah, that's interesting. But so you want to use it as a tool so that you can go ahead and you can have more ability to have a larger following for when you do produce more episodes of the full podcast.
Absolutely.
It's almost like when we hear, Mike, people tell us that they want to be able to do more acting gigs so they can get more. They do more stand up as a full time basis type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating. Which one of you is the one who knows more about algorithms and has studied that and that dynamic?
That's that man right there. I would say you. I mean, it's it is really tough to say because no one really knows the algorithm. You're gonna have guys that are telling you this and telling you that, but it's really tough to say. If you're not working for Meta, you're not working for the actual people who are putting the algorithm out, no one really knows the real true answer to that. We put out stuff that we think is hilarious and we don't get any views. We put out shit that we fucking hate and it blows up. And we're looking at each other like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So it's a hit or miss. You really got to put in work. And, the biggest thing for us was deciding what time to post. It was making a calendar, figuring out what time hit most, and then building off of that.
So do you think there's a lot of credence and validity into that? Do you think the time is a big deal? Because I've read different things about that.
We think it's a big deal, but if you look at, again, back to the statistics or the experts, the way the algorithm is set up, your followers don't matter as much as people think. Like, it's going to hit. And then depending on those first batch of people that see that video, that's going to determine how far it goes.
Right.
If it's getting, if the first 3 seconds, if your hook is good, you can post that clip at 1 a.m. It's going to pop off because the algorithm's going to keep feeding it to the people because the statistics, the analytics are working in your favor.
So I've noticed that you guys have not a massive follow. You have 15, 20,000 on Instagram, but you have some reels that have had hundreds of thousands of views on it.
Millions.
So
Millions.
millions.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you're right. The fact if you had 30,000 followers or 15, it really doesn't make a fucking difference because something caught fire there.
It really, dude. There's some people that you'll watch an amazing video. You think it's hilarious. They have 4 posts and they have 1,100 followers. Like, what the fuck? Like how it doesn't make sense how it works, but it kind of does because if it's a good video, it's gonna hit. The algorithm is like, apparently it's like it is a group of people that are watching videos, and then if they like them, pass on to the next, and then it builds that way. But
like Juliana, my daughter, she's 10 years old. She has a YouTube channel. She has probably like 75 subscribers. But she's had a video, like one of them had like 11,000 views on it.
Awesome.
And, like, some of them really pop like that. And I'm like, how is she getting more views than I am?
But that's what hooks you. That's what gets us every time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we're on a stretch where we think we're posting banger after banger, and we're getting low view, low engagement, no comments. And then all of a sudden you post one, and it's like, we're fucking back. Baby.
Exactly.
You blow up, and it's like they got me again.
It's a drug, yeah.
Franco, tell me more about this because I never heard about this before. That when you say there's a group of algorithm people or whatever, like there's a pool of people that are literally making a decision to go ahead and push this on so that it gets more views.
I've just heard from multiple people that it's actually like a big team that the videos come into. They're like trained experts that if this video is good, it could be funny, it could be relatable. You know, there's people out there that are doing super relatable stuff that gets a hell of a lot more views than the funny stuff does.
Yeah.
You know, but these guys know what the people want to see, and they feed it to the general people on the app itself.
And there's definitely a lot of AI involved too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tandem of real people and AI.
So how much of it do you think? I know sometimes Mike has like changed the hashtags. Do you think there's something to that, or that's not as important as far as the hashtags and thumbnails and shit like that?
In terms of hashtags, from what we've seen and what we've researched, the hashtags really don't help you too much.
Okay.
They really don't matter too much.
Yeah, because I'll put FYP with 5,000 billion views or whatever, like on 5 different hashtags, and we'll get 117
Nothing, yeah.
views. But then there's other times. Last year during the playoffs, I took a Garrett Cole clip and I made something stupid out of it, and I woke up and had 40,000 views on it. So, and I never really understood why.
You use FYP on YouTube?
On
Instagram.
Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like in our research, we found that FYP, it really helps TikTok a lot. More so than the other platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, that's just what we've noticed.
Yeah.
So who knows?
It's tough to say, man, because they're scroll laps. So he brings up, we started putting the on-screen captions, so that kind of hooks you right there. If you like the caption, all right, I'll hang around for a little bit, see where they're going with it.
So that's the thing. I'll sometimes study the analytics of the TikToks, and I'll see like the video is 30 seconds, and it shows you exactly when someone stopped, and it's like a second. Like, fucking give us a chance here. Like,
that's the problem, man. You only got the first 3. Everyone just needs that new dose, and the problem is if you don't have them in the first 3, they're gone.
That's so. We should just go on and just say like pussy or something like really quick.
There are some, there's some people like you brought up the guy before singing in the Chinese accent.
Yeah.
Like there's the woman Judy with Judy's Family Cafe. She's like, it's like a Chinese cafe that does pancakes and stuff.
Oh, I know.
And with
I've
the
seen
little
that
glasses,
one. Yes,
dude. It only just takes a shtick.
Yeah.
It takes a shtick. She's got the little glasses.
watched that.
And she also does. She gets you baited right from the get because she'll have like a big car accident, and then boom, she's in the car.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
My friend Sue sent me that. That's right, and it's fucking hilarious.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's killing it. She's opened up her 3rd location. You're like, good for her. Good for you.
So
She
what's
just does it right.
is it's not just coincidence. Like she's a very smart person. Like she knows what she's doing. You guys know Little Mo Mozzarella. We had him on the show a couple of months ago. Yeah, and obviously a very smart guy. Like he knows what the fuck he's doing here. He's turned it into a full comedy career and many thousands of followers on social media. But he talks about algorithms and he knows all this shit. So this Chinese lady who's making scallion pancakes isn't just some fucking Chinese lady making scallion pancakes.
Yeah, I mean,
she knows what she's doing.
It's either her or a team behind her. There's so many. You wish that you would have thought about it first, because like you see it, and it's like it's so fucking simple.
I wish I thought this dumb stuff during COVID.
Right?
Like,
So we had a whole thing where we had a show called Little Mike Mozzarella, and then Mo had just come out. We didn't know, so it was.
That's funny.
So it didn't happen.
Yeah, Mo hit that with the Side Talk NYC and all that, and he just right up.
And he went and he was going around in the restaurants and eating pizza and all that shit.
Yep.
Can you explain to me if you guys ever seen these videos and I'm fixated on them where there's like 2 bald Indian guys sitting like over a little moat in India,
No, and they are the best, aren't they?
But what are we locking into there? Like what is it?
Them, dude. They're they're so relatable. You don't understand a fucking word they're saying, but they are.
What's happening there? One guy's laying on a piece like a plank of wood, and there might be like alligator. We don't even know what's in there. Nothing ever happens either.
No, it's
I've never
just
seen it.
You've never seen that them? I'm going to send it to you later because it's absolutely going to show up on my feed after this. But
Yeah.
it's like MYLD or something like that.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I stand myself. I'm watching my new thing that I'm fixated on is I watch this guy called Nate the Hoof Guy, who he carves out the bottom of cows' hooves.
Yeah,
like when they have like
it's so satisfying.
and like he peels off the white part of the hoof, and then he gets a little hole, and a whole bunch of pus pops out, and
That's the shit that has you locked in.
locked.
You
No,
know?
and I'll watch literally 10 minutes of it at a time,
Yep.
not just like 1 second. Like,
I think that captures you because it's like indirectly relatable.
yeah,
Like you don't have a hoof,
yeah.
but you're like your mind's wondering.
And you only have one hoof.
Walk yourself right into that one.
but you know I feel like you're imagining like the relief.
I'm feeling the relief that this-
the
yeah.
relief that horse is getting
Yeah.
or that cow is getting.
Yeah.
And that's what gets you. I feel like.
The thing that gets me with that is that, so you see it, Mikey, where they'll shave down like the white part, and then you're like, well, isn't that like fingernails? Like, don't they need that?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
apparently,
It's
and then they're
extra.
like, it doesn't hurt them at all. I'm like, no. Then you see blood and pus, like that usually hurts. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
it-
from your penis. You know?
He was saving that old day.
know.
He was saving that
all week,
So maybe we should start carving each other's hooves.
carve each other's hooves.
I'd watch that.
What do you think?
That's our new thing. Mark the Hoof Guy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hershey and the Hoof.
Oh my God. Hoofy and the Keegs. I love that. Speaking of penis, by the way, one thing I noticed about you guys. No, for real. Like
I know, right? Me too. No.
you guys you're so comfortable. You guys will tackle sex and everything in between, as far as having sexual relationship with women and threesomes, and when you guys had Allie on the show, like there's no filter whatsoever. You guys are entirely comfortable with the sexuality. Like, is that always been your dynamic?
It takes me a little bit to warm Franco up a little bit. I gotta warm him up a little bit.
I don't know. I
Because
just
he comes in ready to go. So
I watch it, and I'm like, I guess I'm older and I'm a little bit of a prude, so I'm like, oh my God, they're talking about all this fucking crazy shit. But there's no hesitation at all. You guys just fucking riff, and there's no stop
Well, if you're gonna
sign.
hesitate, why do it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
If you're gonna be afraid to talk into the microphone, don't do it.
Don't have a microphone.
You know, like
Yeah.
luckily for us, like we don't go live,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
If something's
we-
real bad, he's like, "Yo, maybe
Nah,
we shouldn't."
yeah.
Or I'm even like, "Listen, there have been times where I'm like, yo, I don't know if we should do that."
Well, so
you know?
give me an example. You guys are all gas, no brakes, like Robert Saleh. You're just going fucking hog wild. What is the kind of thing that you guys will edit out? Like, just, you don't have to tell me exactly, but the premise of something that you guys will be like, you know what, that's a little bit overboard there.
Oh, there's one. Oh, Franco, I'm thinking for a second. I know I got one right now. I know exactly which one I'm thinking when we.
I mean, I've seen you guys.
I mean, there's some-
6'3"
there's-
Blue Jays, by the way.
6'3".
All right, so
All
the
right,
Yankees
we're
are next season will be good.
maybe.
Like, I mean, listen, I've seen you guys, get feigned double hand jobs and shit like that. Like, there's some pretty rough stuff there. Yeah, I mean, that's you guys' last episode. Yeah, you see it up there?
You see him up there?
You see that?
No, man, we just try and stay. We try and stay super relatable and talk about shit that you guys talk about. Like behind closed doors.
No, I find it to be you guys don't cross the line. Like, it's nothing that's that you have respect still, but it's still like you're really letting people get into your lives a little bit.
It's engaging, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back to our families. I
Right.
mean, that's how we were raised.
Right.
You know, like there's been times where like his dad has warned us before dinner, like, don't bring that story up in front of the
okay.
girls. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've gotten warnings from Big Frank before,
I
and
love
like
that.
that kind of stuff is instilled in us, So,
And Big Frank can go ahead and knowing you since you're fucking 10, he can tell you, I'm going to put a foot in your ass if you bring that shit up. Like,
yeah,
don't,
he has
yeah.
the pass from my dad for sure.
I love that.
That's
love
more
that.
his dad's style.
I've gotten some beatings in my day.
Yeah. That's fantastic. All right, we're going to hit on the second set of sponsors, then we're going to tackle some more stuff with Franco and the other guy. What's his name? Mario. Tony, we have Sunray Services we got to talk about. Our gay friend Eric Haft. Now is the time to convert to hybrid heating and cooling. Call them today at 631-231-5533. Visit them online at www.sunrayservices.com. A lot of people I know have been asking me about their heating systems. They've called Eric recently, and they're having great service over there. We have our good friends over at Triple M Professional Painting and Construction, 516-395-6390. Family owned and operator for over 35 years. Call for your free estimate today and ask for James. And then we have the fine folks over at Dimitri's Valet Cleaners right there in Wantagh. Oh, where is it? Is it Wantagh or Levittown?
It's Wantagh.
Wantagh Avenue in Levittown.
Yeah.
They have been in the dry cleaning business for over since 1965. They take your garment care seriously. Quality is their policy. Mention Hershey and the Keegs for 15% off of your purchase. Demolition Specialists at 1-855-RIP-OUTS, the number you call for demo, dumpsters, and fence rental. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. They are a fully licensed demolition contractor. And of course, last but not least, the beautiful New York State licensed real estate person, Diane Keegan.
Oh, my goodness.
You know who she
Met
is?
her. Met her a couple
you
times.
have, definitely have. All Out, he's your landlord.
Yeah.
All Out Estates Realty Corporation. You can call Diane directly at 516-458-1864 or email her at diane@allislandestates.com. If you're looking to rent,
Adopt.
foster,
Sell.
buy,
Lease.
make Diane your first call. Again, 516-458-1864. And thank you to all the Hershey and Keegs sponsors.
And
We
next
couldn't do
week
the
we'll have
without-
the graphic for our newest sponsor also,
Yes.
North Belmore Collision.
Yes.
Call Ami for a free
Ami.
estimate. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
Get a little
mention our names.
graphic, little business
we'll
card,
have
and
it-
we'll
we'll have
punch
it all
that
going
right
next
up.
week.
Yeah. As I was doing my research, boys, I found some of the topics that you guys talk about on your show. The topics alone had me laughing, so I can imagine if I go back in and watch them, it's going to be pretty damn funny. Who was the one who came up with the idea of can 100 men beat a gorilla? Which one of you came up with that idea?
That was actually like a viral clip that came out that we had our buddy Jake Fine on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of perfect timing just to talk about it.
And what I didn't watch the episode. What was your take on it? Where did each one of you sit on that side of the spectrum? If 100, did you guys feel that 100 guys could beat a gorilla?
I'd fucking bury that gorilla.
Yeah, he had a bad take. I remember that.
I said
you can tell
it only takes like 30 dudes to take down a gorilla.
Yeah.
You can tell he never watched Animal Planet.
The other 70 can just hang out in the back while the other 30 do the hard work.
You take someone like Harambe, rest in peace,
Yeah,
Harambe, and you don't think so. 30, you're saying 30 is going to do it.
30 Francos are
Yeah.
taking down that gorilla.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'd have to be like Italian or black or Puerto Rican.
Now, Mario, you disagree with 30, or you?
Yeah,
think
there's no way. Like that idea that you're going to gas him out is just insane because you're getting, you're just getting mauled little by little. You're not gassing out this gorilla.
You
But
give
what
the
about
Silverback way
if
too much
like
credit.
if 10 guys are just like leg chopping him or something like that while
No.
I'm kicking him right in his gorilla nuts,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
feeling that shit.
Putting a fist up
this
his
is
butt.
interesting. No good. In the same vein, you guys had talked an episode about are cankles hot.
I love a good athletic ankle. I love it.
So this is an interesting point, and that is can a cankle be athletic? Does that really
Yes.
go against the definition of that?
No,
No,
there's
because-
a happy medium. There's a happy medium.
Okay, so but what I'm saying like there's a cankle of a heavy set woman, then there's a thick muscular ankle attached to a runner's calf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the ankle that it just goes calf to foot. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be obese, but it's
Okay.
just calf to foot. That's an athletic cankle.
But is that a cankle though? I guess is my question.
Yeah.
It is.
There's no
yeah.
ankle, it's just calf to
Nobody
foot.
wants a skinny twig leg
Yeah.
kind of girl. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
want
thinking
that.
cankles of just like a heavy set woman, and then there's like dripping ooze that's
there's
meeting
no
like,
ooze in
on
this
top
one.
of the foot.
Yep. Yeah, like
You know what I
out
mean?
of the shoe.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see them like in a
When it melts over the Chuck
like
Taylors.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
melting chuck like that. But okay, so you're thinking that it's okay. That was your take on that episode.
Yeah, I'm not looking for obese, but I like a good
Yeah.
cankle here and there.
Yeah.
a
And
woman that could take a punch.
And how did you guys feel about landing a plane after taking 14 edibles?
That was, I don't even remember how that one got brought up. It was when all the plane craziness was going on.
Yeah, so we
you
just
know,
wanna throw that in there.
We had to throw in. Could you think you could land a plane in a time of need? And I give myself a pretty solid chance. I'm going to go in there with 100% confidence. I'm going to tell you that much.
I've seen enough movies. You're holding it back.
And I knew he was going to get into that position. He's been waiting for that. It's been a while since he could do that.
It's funny when I never thought I'd be able to land a plane, and I'm sure you guys have watched that crazy video where the guy stole a plane and then he decided that he was going to kill himself. Did you guys see that one? So this guy was he worked. I think we talked about this. No, the guy was like an airplane mechanic, but he'd never actually been in an airplane to fly one, and then he stole one of the planes from the place, and next thing you know, like, where's the fucking plane? And he's CB radioing back into the tower, and he's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time with things. This might be my last day. And
was this Jeff, Tony?
This was Jeff Skelsey. Yeah. No, so, and basically what happened was he had never been behind a plane. He did not know the dashboard or anything about it. And the next thing you know, they had videos of him doing fucking donuts in the air and shit like that.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
It's fucking phenomenal. And I got the feeling that just a little common sense. And then he decided to just drive into a fucking tree, or it was a mountain, I guess.
We all played like Flight Simulator drunk in college.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that 14 edibles might do the trick because you get so fucking zoned in.
You're flying
and
that plane anyway.
And what's the word?
Socus.
Circus. So focused that maybe you can do it.
Well, 14 edibles is baseline for Franco.
That's an appetizer.
I'm getting to feel a little bit about Franco is that he's a rose-colored glasses kind of guy, glass half full. He's landing a plane on edibles. He's definitely going to be able to pulverize the gorilla with 29 of his friends from MacArthur High School.
A lot of confidence,
right? Where maybe you're not as. Is that possible that you're not as positive as he is? Would you say that he's more rose-colored?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we both have our moments, I feel like.
Yeah.
We know each other for a long time, so I guess, we see both sides. Because, life, no matter what life is, it's kind of hard to be rose-colored all the time.
Yeah,
so,
I gotcha.
But overall,
I try my best.
He's more positive than me,
So as far as the business with the healing powers of the cannabis, you guys in that together? You guys do that together? Like, I'm not a marijuana guy, but I'm intrigued.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you guys in that business together? Like,
and he likes to try new things, Mikey, too.
I started, it was a brand called New York Pop Butter around 6 years ago, and then we kind of grew out of that in a sense because you can't be using cartoons in this new market. We have, I have them on right here. This is the brand right here. It's big stick of butter smoking a joint.
That's awesome.
So I would love to put this on the branding now, but we can't do that. So now it's called Twice Baked. We're tier 1 processors and distributors in the market, and we focus mostly on the wholesale bakery side of things, baked goods, confectionery items, pre-rolls, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
But it's a whole new world now, man.
Is that like a website, or you have a storefront, or?
So we're wholesalers. So we all to the legal dispensaries around New York, and
dispensaries buy from you.
Yeah, and then once the on-site consumption lounges come in, it's a whole new ball game, man. Yeah. You could have a comedy club where everyone could be sitting down smoking weed. I don't know how you guys would feel about that.
Well, we basically do.
I think that would be terrific, actually.
Yeah, the on-site consumption lounges. I don't know when they're going to be coming into effect. I don't want to put anything out into the world, but we hope soon because it could be a really cool market over here in New York.
So you guys managed to turn this life into vignettes, videos, podcasts, weed, so it's just all fun shit, right? Like it's not, you're not stressing a lot. I'm guessing. Is there not
Listen, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah.
Not only the podcast, but the cannabis business as well. You know, everyone, and that's the thing. We get that a lot because of our personalities on camera.
Yep.
Our personalities in day-to-day life, but no one really sees the behind the scenes or knows the conversations that go on behind the scenes, or it's mentally taxing to have to be creative every day,
to have to keep coming up with content and figure out what to do. People don't see that.
Yeah,
they see you putting out funny videos that just look natural, like, let's just turn on the camera and see what we do.
They see the rose colors.
Do
you guys actually? Is there an office that you guys have? You work out of your respective homes as far as the business is concerned?
So with the podcast, the original studio was a detached garage that we kind of made look into a studio. Now, just because we're not doing the long form, we can film really wherever the hell we want, which is great.
Yeah.
And
Twice
what about
Baked is over in Brooklyn.
Okay.
That's where we set up shop. So.
And how often you guys have to go out to every day? You're out there or no? Not in Brooklyn.
I'm in Brooklyn. We're not fully operational just yet. We'll next week after that maybe. But I've been in Brooklyn a hell of a lot in the last couple of weeks. I can tell you that much. Yep. It's some late nights in Brooklyn, man. I couldn't ask for anything else, though, man.
You guys are doing something that you love. You're hustling and you're having fun, and you get a chance to spend time with each other. What better is life than that?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Right?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
That's
That was nice, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of weed, there was a story that I read today, and I actually, Mikey, I ran this past Franco first because I said I always like to make sure that I know, a little bit about the guests when they're coming on. I said, and I did text Franco, and I'm like, just so you know, like Mike is a hardcore righty, Trump lover, and we try to rein him in a little bit, and there's not a lot that we hit on, but I'm like, if it slips out a little bit, and he's like, no, Mario and Mike will be best friends.
Listen. I don't affiliate with any party.
Okay,
I will tell you, I lean right.
Hell yeah.
I consider myself a moderate.
Yeah.
And listen, I agree with a lot that Trump does.
Yeah.
He hits a lot of my key issues, but I don't agree with everything that any politician does.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be an idiot to agree with everything they do, but I love what he's doing, and I think he's hilarious, and I love him, and I want to adopt him.
He is the funniest president.
He really is.
It's
Absolutely.
really funny. But there's this story today, and I don't want to make light of it because, but it just, I read it. I opened up my phone like at 6:00 in the morning, and the Newsday headline on my phone was that Long Island Latino delis is struggling because all the workers are getting taken away by ICE, essentially. And, the concept of it is horrific, actually, that people are just sitting there working in a delicatessen,
all the criminals that are sitting there working in a delicatessen.
The other part of it is it's actually very sad, though, that these people are getting taken away from their families, but then you have the part, they've been there for 10 years and they've been there illegally for 10 years.
Yeah, you said that Joel Rifkin was taken away from his family?
Well,
Same thing.
For me, I was just sad that if someone was in the middle of making my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and then they get snatched up in the middle of that would be...
I will tell you, selfishly, I do like the guy at the deli when I order a bacon, egg, and cheese. He goes, "Oh, you want a bacon, egg, and cheese?"
Yeah.
I don't want some guy like, "Oh, you want a bacon, egg, and cheese?" That's not fun. I like the bacon, egg, and cheese guy.
But I'm just saying, like, if you were online and you were getting a bacon, egg, and cheese, or maybe an everything bagel with bacon and cream cheese,
like,
and next thing you know, they come in with fucking, like, just snap them up in the middle of it.
I'd be like, let Paco finish the sandwich, and then you can take him away.
Isn't it just, I don't know.
Then you feed him to the
It
alligators.
turns into a buffet at that point.
Exactly.
So I made sure that I ran it past to make sure this was a topic that we could bring up for discussion.
Let him finish my sandwich, and then you feed him to the alligators.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess like my take on the situation is if we know for sure that there are hardened illegal people here, criminals, maybe we should be going for them first.
Oh, listen. That's
Yeah?
one thing. Like,
Would you guys agree on that?
That's one thing. Like he was saying. I'm like, I completely agree with that.
Okay.
I think when I was all on board with the deportations and everything. Yeah, I want the rapists and the murderers and the drug dealers, the hard drug dealers.
Yeah.
I want them to go
Right.
first. The other ones we can take care of later. But yeah, they shouldn't be arresting anybody that doesn't have a criminal record.
I mean, it's deeper. It's deeper than just you're Mexican illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we have bigger issues in terms of immigration. I think it's more of a national security issue.
Yeah.
I will tell you that I believe you are considered an illegal immigrant because you broke the law when you came here.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I'm not rooting for the good guy from the deli
Yes.
or wherever to never get caught.
Absolutely.
I'm rooting for every good person to never get caught. But unfortunately, I know I do. I don't know about you guys, but when you go to sleep at night, you lock the doors.
Yeah, absolutely.
You shut the windows on the first floor. Maybe you set the alarm. So if you lock up your house when you go to sleep, why are you going to leave the door to the country open?
You're a hypocrite
Why?
if you-
That's a security issue. Why would you do that?
I think
Exactly.
we have a nominee here right here. This sounds good.
No,
Why?
it's
Listen,
good.
I'm
You're
rooting for
100%
everyone.
right.
Every good person, every hardworking immigrant. We're all immigrants. This is America. Our families all came here at one point or another. I'm rooting for every
Don't
good
tell them
immigrant.
about me though, because you know what happens.
But these, anyone that is a criminal needs to go, and there's no more second chances. You came here illegally. You're not welcome here. You're not even welcome in our prisons. Get out. Go. You're somebody else's problem.
And work on coming here and getting the right paperwork and
I like that. You see
right
how
process.
he can say that as a moderate, Mike, and he's nice, and he's not saying
and he doesn't call them slurs.
he's not saying slurs.
He's been waiting for this, man.
No, this is good. I
But
like
you know,
it.
like from a humanitarian standpoint, like seeing the fear on children's eyes when they're not sure that their dad's going to go cut someone's lawn during the day
Right.
and maybe not make it home.
Right.
And I can tell you that my niece, she is a legal citizen, but her father is not. I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is. I hope he's dead.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that
Nice.
seeing the fear in her eyes, being a child and not being able to comprehend the fact that like she's not getting kicked out. You're legal. You're staying. So seeing the fear in her eyes because she can't comprehend that
Yes.
she's not illegal. Or knows that she's not illegal, but still isn't sure. Like, you know, I'm
The reason they
Salvadorian, so are they going to kick me out?
Well, that's
you
because
know?
of the propaganda that's being spread. That you're out of here. You
Yeah.
know, they're going to come for you next. No, they're not. They're not coming for your niece who's in school and.
But they don't know. The children don't know
They
that,
don't.
and that's
their
you know,
teachers tell them that they are.
Well, because you see the news.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
news,
you watch
you
the
see
news.
the social media.
Right.
It's the news, the social media, and even the teachers in school.
The liberals
Should
have
be-
infiltrated the education system, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm smiling because I'm seeing the numbers on my Instagram reels go up with this. These little clips. I'm like, keep on going, baby. Keep on going, baby. Algorithm, fucking.
Just
keep
get
it
him going. Just get him going.
I love it. No, this
He's
is
sitting back in the
fantastic.
seat. He's ready to go.
No. We like to speak in this show, so we appreciate that. Although Mike sometimes does criticize me that I get myself in trouble. More out in the wild, you find that I have a problem. Some of the things that I will tell stories on the show that get me in trouble. There's one that I want that happened the other day that I did not text Mike about. I wanted to be on the show for the first time.
Surprise?
I was wearing I was out in the wild the other day, and I was wearing a Hulkamania shirt, a red, with the yellow, whatever. And there was a kid that must have been like 12 or 13, and he was walking around. I think it must have been 7-Eleven, wherever I was at, and he's like, dude, I love your shirt, man. That's a great shirt. I know Hulk Hogan. And I'm like, I bought it 3 days before he died, and then he died right after that. And the mother was like, what did you tell him that for?
Why would that be your response?
Well, what happened was we had the show on a Tuesday, and I gotten the shirt from Amazon or eBay, whatever it was, the day before. And I'm like, I'm going to wear the shirt on the show that night. I think it was when Matt Serra was here for one of the times. And then, so I wore it on the Tuesday, and then like Thursday of that week, we get word that Hulkster died. And it wasn't like he was ill or anything like that. Like,
why would that be your response to a child?
I don't-
You couldn't just say, yeah, brother.
I don't know.
Like everybody else.
That kid would have loved you.
I don't know why it was one of those things. I was like, fuck, I did it again. Like I did. I don't know why I said that.
Your mind just goes right to the morbid.
You know what happened? I was reeling a little bit because I had gone in there and I was like hangry. I was like running around and I was looking for something to eat. And the guy saw me walk over to the hot dogs that spin around on that those metal wheels at 7-Eleven. And there was none in there. The big bites. Is that what they call it? Right. The big bites.
Yeah.
So there was none. And I was like, fuck. And the guy's like, oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I was just looking for a big bite. He's like, no, I have. So he takes me and he brings me down the aisle and he hands me a beef jerky. And I'm like, what the fuck is
isn't
this?
the same.
He's like hot dog. And I'm like, no, it's not at all. It's
That
not.
guy should be deported.
Well, he could be, though. He could be.
But why would that kid, that's your response? Like,
I don't
Like,
know.
it's like, I'm going to get a t-shirt of you next.
I
to the
don't
kid.
know what happened. But I did good the other day. You'll be proud of
Yeah?
me. So my son, I have a 15-year-old son. I have a 23-year-old daughter, a 20-year-old daughter. My son is like an aspiring photographer. So he shoots videos and film at high school games, Hofstra, Stony Brook. He's doing pretty good with it. And the other day he's like, Dad, I got some kids from Glen Cove High School hired me to shoot photos of their football game. And I'm like, all right, I'll take you there. So I get in the car and I'm heading towards Glen Cove. He's like, where you going? And I'm like, you said Glen Cove. He's like, no, they're playing at Roosevelt. So I'm like, all right, like you might have wanted to told me that.
Well, let me know when they're playing in Glen Cove, please. Let's go home today.
So then Stacy, my wife, she's like, you're not fucking dropping your son at Roosevelt, right? And I'm like,
well, I'm not staying there.
so I of course I go and he goes onto the field. He's taking pictures with whatever else is going on, and I'm in the stands with the Roosevelt parents or whoever they are, and then it's me.
Don't phrase it like that.
Yeah, no,
With their grandparents.
I'm saying it. Uncles, aunts, family, whatever it is. And
aunts. They call them aunts.
I will tell you, the aunts. A couple of the aunts had the sugar, and
sugar.
and I'm in the. So it's me in the stands, and when I tell you that, not only was I the only white person, I was the only person that had any lightness, any pigmentism, whatever it was at all. And at some point, I just started to become the biggest Roosevelt football fan ever.
Rooting against Glencoe?
I was fucking chest bumping people. I was fucking high-fiving. I was doing dynamite. I was fucking going crazy.
Rough Riders.
Now we know why his son is not getting around to with Glencoe photography.
But Maxwell took some fucking sick-ass pictures, and I'm being brought into the Hall of Fame for Roosevelt the next week.
That's awesome, though. He's taking the pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah. So he, you know what it was? We got him a camera, and he was like 13. He took some pictures, and then he's like, "This camera's a piece of shit, and I'm gonna upgrade." And he bought a camera for like $500.
Okay.
And then he was making some money, and then he came to me like 6 months ago. He's like, "There's a camera that I need to get that's like $2,600," and I'm like, "Now we're starting to get serious here because that's some real fucking money."
Yeah.
But he had made a good chunk of change from the thrifting shit, so he had like 2,000, and I put in another 600, and he's been making like $400 a weekend doing this. And he got Stony Brook let him take pictures on their lacrosse field, and then. I'm working on getting Speedy Claxton to let him take some pictures at Hofstra. If he can get some D1 behind him, we'd be pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
And I have connections to the horse racing business. I've been involved for 30 years, and I'm seeing if we can get some pictures at Aqueduct coming up.
Hell yeah. Were you part of NYRA?
Yeah, for NYRA. Yeah, I worked at NYRA with NYRA for a long time. So I'm hoping to get him in there, and then, I could retire and just let Mike take this show over, and, and that'll be that.
That sounds like a Mario line.
Go ahead. What were you to say?
No, I always joke with him. I'm like, dude, what are you going to do when I move to Montana? You're going to fly me in every week.
So, and obviously you guys are young. You guys are in your 30s, right? You're young fucking kids. You seem like you're eager, you're bright kids, like... There must be a lot of shit in your mind, even beyond what you're doing with the marijuana business and the podcast. Like, what other stuff is in your brains right now that you guys are thinking about doing?
Listen, after seeing all the memes that Franco sends me every day, I don't think you want to know what's going on.
All right.
He sends me memes. I'm like, what's your algorithm?
Oh, we should get them in our thread.
No,
I send him a lot of cool stuff.
Who are you, Frank? Who are you?
Listen, man, for me, I'm a big white noise guy. I always have something going on, whether it's, phone calls, working. Because I also do surveying and engineering in the morning, so I'm doing that, till 1, 3 o'clock. Right after that, go right into the marijuana side of things. But there's always something going on up top, man. It's always just trying to stay creative and trying to, just stay one step ahead of everyone.
You guys are hustlers. You're both hustlers. You're both eager. But I have a feeling that there's more meat on the bone here for you guys.
What
about stand-up comedy? Would you guys start to get into? Because I watch your sketches and stuff, and I'm like, they have the ability to. You ever think of writing 5 minutes and getting up there? And
listen, man, I think we might have. In my experience, I would keep that to you guys. You guys are the professionals on that side. When Don Sill was filming part of his film, we were in there and he wanted us to do stand up and he was going to give us lines and I'm like, fuck me, dude, on the stage like that. I don't know. It takes a special kind of person to be a stand up comedian. I really got to give you guys credit for that.
What do you think, Mario?
Well, thank you for the compliment, number one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I've said this to Franco before. I'm pretty sure I've said this to Tony. I don't think we're that funny.
Really?
You have said that.
I think like we've sat down in this room with so many talented individuals, talented comedians,
that are naturally
funny, and like for me, I just number one, I've been friends with Franco my whole life. We've never been friends because I thought he was funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Same.
That was never why we were friends. It was so much more than that, and I don't view myself like. I think about like standing in front of a crowd and trying to force funny for even 5 minutes.
See, but I watched some of your clips and I'm like, some of that could translate into a stand-up act. And
Definitely as actors. I mean, you guys were great in Don's movie.
So I saw clips of you guys in Don's movie. I thought you guys were fucking killers. Like, just so almost like not even acting. They were so good. Like, you guys were just natural.
Don asked me to be myself.
Yeah.
Don asked me to be a stoner comic hanging outside the comedy club.
Actually, funny thing about that scene is we had to do a couple takes, and I look at them after I hit the pen once. I'm like, yeah, I can't hit this again. I'm gonna have to fake it.
Yep.
So it's funny. You guys don't think you're funny. I always tell Mike that same thing about him.
Yeah, I don't think Mark's funny.
Right, but yeah, we plow on though all the time.
Whoa,
Yeah, we do. I'm like, that was funny.
So so you've never even thought like we'll go ahead, we'll do it a Mike, we'll Hersh and Keegs will do a show and we'll give you guys a 5-minute spot. You don't even want to touch it.
I think something like that would be cool. I think it would be more so on the front of almost doing the podcast live.
Oh yeah.
Like being in front of an audience like that is. Throw that at us at any point. We're ready for that.
All right. Yeah.
But a stand up where it's just me standing up with the mic.
Yeah.
I'd have to put some serious.
I mean, I've been doing it 15 years, and I have awful anxiety all the time about it. So I get it. But
if you don't have that anxiety, it's like if you don't get those nerves, like that. Then what?
Yeah.
That would be a great collab, though. Like they have their podcast live here, and then we have some stand up in between. And
dude,
we're in.
like that.
Yeah.
We should set something
or
like
if
that
they're
up.
just doing their podcast and we're just doing stand up at the same time, just do that. Is that a good collab?
Different locations.
I don't know answers that well how this stuff works, but. So I guess that's what I was asking you guys is like, what do you guys dream about? I always ask about that to different people on my show. Like, do you want to turn it into a pilot or some point, or you want to make like a short? You want to make like a little movie? Like, is that stuff in your brain at all?
I will tell you that Franco and I are very eager for any acting opportunities that come up.
Okay.
We've never been actors before, but we did really enjoy that, and that's something that we could see ourselves doing down the road for sure. Franco has thrown around the idea of doing our own short. It's almost like using the same formulas that we use for our skits, just in a longer form. Yeah. So I mean, we're open to all of that.
Yeah. It's a natural progression. I mean, most of the people that you guys know who are great comedic actors really didn't start out as actors. So like Seinfeld was a comedian and then he became an actor, or Tom Hanks started out in comedy and then he became a major actor, and Steve Martin and pretty much
Keaton.
everyone, right?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I mean, right, Mike? Like these
Michael
people
Keaton, really?
Yeah, Michael Keaton was a stand-up before he ever went into acting. Yeah.
And a great one.
That's the best Batman.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So it is something, when I watched the Don Sill movie, and again, I guess if you were acting who you are, maybe that wasn't much of a stretch. But, the fact that you guys have that aspiration, if you have the time and if you wind up getting the marijuana business in a place where it's kind of moving, you guys are still grinding, it sounds like you're still working your asses off, but if you get to a point where you don't have to and it's kind of on cruise control, maybe you can go ahead and write a screenplay or write a short, or someone like Don Sill and Tony who've been around that forever, like you'll get help with that if you ever wanted to do that. So
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think
we'd have a lot of fun with that.
And
too.
that's the beauty of the last 3 years is like doors open up everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and you make new friends all over the place. You put some good stuff together. It's really great. And me and Franco have wanted to make the Oven a whole platform.
Right.
Not just a podcast. Yeah, the podcast was the backbone, but we want to make it an entire platform. I mean, my passion is in really health and wellness.
Right.
Like we're so different.
Yeah.
Like so it's so like he has his side and my side and then kind of mix them together.
So, yeah.
To make a big.
But we
one
complement
platform.
each other well.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
The juxtapositions of what you guys do works
No,
together.
you guys do an oven podcast. You can sell oven mitts. You can do. There's so many things that you can do, and you can turn this into. I'm excited to watch it. Honestly, I mean, I didn't really know you guys. To tell you the truth, I'd seen you guys a couple of times, and then I walked in the studio that day, and it was. I think Greg Halverson was here. Is that right? And Fat Jay was on a fucking mad tirade. Oh, I think it was the day after we performed
Labor
together.
Day.
Was it?
It was the day after the roast.
Oh, after the roast.
Oh, that's right, because they tried to
He
charge
was
me to go in
complaining about
there.
being charged.
He was
yeah.
going fucking crazy at being charged,
Yeah.
whatever. And I just happened to pop in. I don't even know what I was doing around here that day, but I popped in and then.
It was very gay. Once I told you the oven guys were coming in, you were like,
Yeah. That's probably what it was. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I felt like you guys. There's something there, and
He doesn't stop talking about you guys.
it's interesting. And Mike and I, honestly, we talk about this ad nauseum. That one of the things that we agreed upon when we started this show 3.5 years ago was that we were going to really only have people on that we either admire, that we've been fans of, that we enjoy being around, and we've done I'd say 98%. We've fucked up a couple of times where we've allowed a couple of guests on that we wanted to wring their fucking
Yeah,
throats, that we
yeah.
did favors for people, whatever. But
I'll name names. Also, Aaron
Sounds
Judge
exactly.
just tied up the game. So.
Holy Jesus
Hit
Christ!
home run, tied up the game. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
6-6.
Thank you.
Wow.
We'll get a chance to watch the end of the game in a few minutes. Doing this type of thing though, and meeting good people is what it's all about, really. Like, so the fact is that if you guys keep on doing what you're doing and talk about things that are relative, like that's what your shit is funny about. That's why I texted you that idea the other day about the dog. I'm like, I can picture you guys fucking annihilating that video, like totally
man.
killing it with him as the dog and you as the
Dude,
not dog.
and we love stuff like that.
Yeah.
We love like when people send us ideas.
Yeah.
One of our biggest clips was a fan question. You know, it's a question that we were asked, and we looked at each other like, "Holy shit, can we even answer this fucking thing?" Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I love it.
it's like Mario said before. You know, all the doors that open, and like you said, you know, meeting people who are like-minded,
Yeah.
and who are actual humans is fucking awesome.
And
You
that
know,
are good,
like-
that you're not dealing with people who are crossing you or backstabbing. And listen, the truth is, you might wind up meeting people along the way. What Mike and I have over the years, and you know, the cream rises to the top. And you know, one of the best times, one of the best times that we had this summer, Mike and I went with a couple other comics to Saratoga, and I got home and I needed to like lay down with a heating pad. My stomach was hurting so much from laughing, and it was like a good laugh. Like you just spent time with good people that you love, and that they don't have any ulterior motives. Like, isn't that the way this is? It feels great, right?
can't beat that,
Just
man.
to do shit, have fun, maybe make some money along the way, and all is good. So,
And it takes a village now.
yeah,
You know, it takes a village, and surrounding yourself with people who can pull their weight, and
Yep.
you know, and they see the vision ahead.
absolutely.
It's even bigger, man.
Well, we see a big vision for you guys.
And I
and
see
we're-
us doing stuff together. You guys are
Yeah,
awesome,
man.
and you guys
Absolutely.
are
Absolutely,
driven, and we
They don't
we
want
do
to be
some
in
stuff.
bed with you though.
Yeah, not comedy.
Yeah, no hoof
no.
shit.
Tongue kissing.
I'm not going to any MAGA rallies, all right?
That's what you think.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're in. You're in now.
Wait until you're locked in his trunk in
Yeah.
15 minutes. That hour flew by. I knew it was going to. Before we go, guys, just please promote every single thing you have. Your Insta, your TikTok, your oven stuff. Go ahead, fire away.
The TikTok is The Oven Pod. We have The Oven Podcast on YouTube. Instagram is at @theoven_pod. Theovenpod.com.
Yep, still rocking.
Yeah. Did I miss anything?
No,
just
I think
go-
you
all
hit
oven.
them all.
How do we order weed? Do we go order it from you? Is that-
That's in the next couple months, man. Next couple weeks, hopefully you can be going to Happy Days. You can go to Strange Stars. Any of the local.
So just share
Long
that
Island
stuff with us.
branches.
We'll post it. We got a few thousand
I saw you
people
guys
on our
had the
social
link on
stuff.
your Insta that goes to a website, but they can't.
Yeah, so
find
that website isn't active just
Gotcha,
yet.
all right,
Yep.
cool.
So
All
for
right,
us,
well, you
it's-
let us know. We'll share it
Yeah,
out.
we'll share it
thank
with
you.
We got a lot of
Appreciate
weed
it.
smokers.
Yeah.
Mikey boy, what do you got pushing right now? You got a couple shows this weekend,
Tomorrow
right?
night, I'm going to be at Casa Stelina in Farmingdale. Thursday, I'll be at Me and You in Bethpage.
Shit.
November 8th, I'll be here in the Giggle Room. Carla and Kathy Arnold are producing a show.
Oh, right.
I'll be here.
The Valentine's
and,
Day show? What is that?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something.
It's like something female couples.
It's
or
like
something?
all females and me. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
It's all
Okay.
females,
All
basically.
females. All females
And,
and
hey,
jazz.
middle of November, I'm making my musical theater debut.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm doing Sheba Mason's musical.
Shut up.
Jackie Mason show? Who
Nice.
Some comedian. So they have like a comedian character in the middle of it, and
That's
going
gonna be
to
a stretch.
Yeah.
Are you
But
gonna
it's
sing?
part of the New York Comedy Festival. No, so I'm not saying I'm doing jokes like
Okay.
that somebody else wrote 40,
All right.
50 years ago.
Thank God for that. Anthony, what's going on with Knock 'em Dead Comedy Tour?
Knock'emDeadComedy.com will be at McGuire's in December, but you go to our website. We got other dates in the fall. As well.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And I just got booked today. I'm going to be at the Brokerage Comedy Club on Thursday, November 6th. That's going to be a good show.
And I'll be there too, so we're on it together.
No, but I didn't know what you were talking about before.
There's a couple fundraisers, and I'm on the other one.
So the Mikado thing was
yeah.
okay.
So he gets like a couple hundred people every year for his fundraiser, so he asked me to do it. So I'm gonna be.
That's that night?
It's that night. So I'm gonna be on the same show, November 6th,
So-
Brokerage Comedy Club with Mark.
So you know the deal, guys. Whenever I perform, and usually Mike and I make it happen that we're on the same show together. We'll see if Eric Half can come down. Maybe Rosie. We'll get some of our friends because Mike and I love performing comedy, but we love it even more when we're doing it together. Thursday, November 6th, Brokerage Comedy Club. It's going to be a packed out room on right before the holidays. It's going to be a fucking lit show. So
Lit.
I will be posting information about ticket sales that will sell out. So let us know about that. Thank you as always for your dedication. We appreciate you guys. We know you loved the Tom Arnold show last week. We know you love the Oven Boys this week, and next week we are super stoked for Dr. Hobie from Instagram, TikTok, 9 o'clock next Tuesday. Be there. Have a great week. Go Yankees. We love you guys. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
We just
Dude, when you think about it, a joke is just a lie with good timing.
Cheese and rice, man. When you say it like that, it really makes a lot of sense.
Right?
My God.
Hold on. Here comes the narc.
All right, fine. I'll take a hit. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm serious, man. I need it, man. I'm having a bad week.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Give me a hit. I'll take it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. What do you guys think?
Billy, this isn't your Pop-Pop's weed, man.
Listen, guys, just so you both know, just want to make this clear. All right, I've been smoking weed for a long fucking time, okay? I've been smoking weed probably before your parents. I actually was probably smoking weed with your Pop-Pop. Me and your Pop-Pop were probably fucking smoking weed back in the day like nobody's business, all right? Before you were even a fucking thought in your daddy's ball sack, me and your Pop-Pop were out there. We were out there, me and your Pop-Pop, smoking fucking weed for ages, okay? So don't tell me anything about Pop-Pop's fucking weed. I can handle this shit.
All right, enjoy, Bill.
Here we go.
Go for it.
What do I gotta do?
All you gotta do is pull it.
Just pull it.
Yeah, what are you, new?
There's no button or nothing like that.
Just smoke it.
All right.
Be careful, though.
I got this. All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Look at him.
This guy's fucking stuck.
He's fucking dead.
I told him this wasn't his Pop-Pop's weed. And he thought he could handle it.